Washington State Ferry System, just in time for the holidays, which is nice. They sell merch, and you can buy merch. You can buy a lovely tote bag. Can we post these photos, Laura, of what Washington State Ferries is selling right now? Look at that. Looks like a tote bag. There looks like
books and toys and caps.
Is that a box of chocolates?
Milk
box chocolate
of chocolates
medley?
Yep.
Milk chocolate medley. Looks like, is that a puzzle or some sort of a, I don't know what that is. On the top there.
A coaster? A little
Oh, you're right. That
trivet,
might be a
right?
coaster.
They call this a trivet?
It looks like there's also a baby like a little beanie for a baby, right? A little infant.
Yeah.
Laura, is that what these are? Are we seeing
Is that a Hot Pocket? What is it?
The one at the top with the fairies and the blue water.
Yeah.
That's a reusable dish towel. Have you guys
Okay.
seen those in like Met
reusable
Market?
dish
Oh,
towel.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Unlike all my throwaway dish towels that I have. That's genius.
Like those paper towels that you can wash and use again and
Yes.
again. Those kind of things?
It's more like a paper towel.
Is that in case there's a leak on the boat or is that a spill in the galley? That's for your home use. Okay.
All right. So
I'm
they have
sorry.
these
I'm a little
recyclable things. So they have a real neat hat. If you're interested in a Washington State Ferry hat.
Artwork
or
is beautiful.
impersonating an employee.
Ooh, look at Laura.
Maybe you can pretend to be an employee to get on the boat so they can actually leave the dock because they don't have enough employees to leave the dock often on these boats. That would be interesting. I don't know if they'd let you actually work. Usually
Volunteer day?
There's some union dues.
Hey, want to get the boats off on time? Come on down and volunteer.
Spike, do you love these? Do you not love these?
You've drilled right into my problem with this issue.
Okay.
Now, maybe I'm speaking out of turn. If this is a revenue generating idea because they're trying to raise more money to hire more employees to keep the boats on time, then I'm all for it.
Sure.
If they're part of their ferry operation budget is to promote ferries, to increase people thinking, hey, maybe I'll take a ferry.
To promote awareness.
To promote awareness. So,
Sure.
It seems to me that the ferry customer base is a dedicated base. We got to get over there. This is the only way to get there, or the most efficient way to get there.
It's quite literally a captive audience.
Exactly. So, what's going to get people to decide to take a ferry more? Let's brainstorm this a little bit.
Yeah. Let's you and me try to figure out how to make that more money.
If someone is going to decide if they're going to take a ferry boat to get across the peninsula or drive around, what's going to make them decide that? A cool hat, handy tote bag, reusable dish towel, or maybe boats that run on time. That are adequately staffed, that don't spend 6 hours in a ferry line every summer weekend.
That seems a lot to ask.
Is
that
it?
They run on time.
Is it? That's my problem. If you want to focus your efforts, Washington State Ferry System, focus your efforts on having properly maintained, adequately staffed, on-time scheduled
Too much common
boats.
sense. It's too much common sense. No, that's
then
unreasonable.
my work is done here. My other problem is what the hell's a whole state doing on a ferry boat bag? Do you have a ferry over to Spokane? Do you?
Yeah, you're right. That
you
doesn't
got a
make
ferry
sense.
going to the Tri-Cities, the Walla Walla? You got one running up to Columbia, do you?
You're totally right.
How about a ferry
Makes
that
0 sense?
How about a ferry bag that accentuates the beauties of the Puget Sound?
Yeah.
With all the routes and the little different waterfront island communities
How about
serviced
the San
by
Juans,
Washington,
Washington
right?
State Ferry?
Right?
Yeah, none of that. I
Not
see
the
a killer
high
whale.
desert.
That's neat.
The Palouse? You want to take a ferry to the Palouse?
What is that,
Who
Mount
drew
Rainier?
this? Who mailed this idea in?
They clearly did. These don't seem like very good items. Also, would you be serious question? You're at one of these kiosks. They have one of these. I forget where it's at, but they have. Let's see here. They have at the Puget Sound Traders in our Coleman dock.
Yeah, sure.
They'll have these available.
And I'm sure somebody in marketing put their heart and soul into this.
I wouldn't be sure about that.
No. This may be somebody's very best work.
Well, if it's their very best work, then it fits in with what I've seen from the Washington State Ferry System.
Yeah, harumph.
Question for you. Would you be moved to purchase any of these things? If the goal is to either raise awareness or just to make more money so they can hire people.
Support the folks at the fair. You know what I buy?
Would you be moved to buy any of this?
You know, I buy one thing out of there. One thing only.
Box of chocolates.
Floating key ring.
Oh. Do they have that?
See the little white? That's floating key ring.
Yep.
Practical and attractive.
It's a good idea.
Promotes the ferry system, right?
That makes sense.
And I got to know, is that a baby's little beanie in that?
It's a baby beanie. It looks like a baby
beanie
beanie to me.
Does it say? Is that in case your kid falls overboard? Is it a flotation device?
I don't know why they would settle on just a baby beanie.
Because it's cold when you take your kid out of the boat, out
That's
of your
true.
car on the boat, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, you're going to take your toddler upstairs to maybe get a little snack at the galley.
Yeah,
right.
You can shove a chocolate in their face too.
Sure.
People love feeding babies chocolate. We've come up with a couple extra of these. I don't know if you've seen these yet, Spike.
No, I haven't. Do you have other merch?
We have other
that's
merch.
possible?
I think because I just came just very quickly before the show started. I said, "Hey, what would you rather buy? Would you rather buy serious things or jokey things?" So here's one. and it's on the back of his shirt, and it's a Washington State ferry boat. This looks more like one of the walk-ons, and it says, "We'll get you there eventually."
Did you make this? This is great.
I did. Just put these together. You can put anything together in 5 seconds. So I would buy the. I'm much more. So you tell me as a voter. You guys can see this on YouTube if you're joining us on streaming right now, YouTube or KIRO Radio.
Yeah.
Would you be more likely to buy the aforementioned Washington tote bag
to nowhere,
or this joke Washington State Ferry shirt?
Hey, you're late, but what of you?
Yeah,
right.
It's a great view. Enjoy the view. You got a long time to enjoy it.
Doing it.
Do we have another one, Laura? We can shift over to. This is another one. Washington State Ferries ghosting you since whenever we feel like it. Because sometimes the boats just don't show up, and they just are.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
And then they send out an alert. They say, "Well, we had one guy call in sick.
Yeah, Steve couldn't make it again,
so we're going to just cancel this today."
What are you going to do? It's Steve.
We're down to one boat. I think maybe there's one.
You know,
more.
you laugh so you don't cry.
We can't see this one. Could we make this one a full screen, Laura? Washington State Fair is running on island time and sometimes not running at all.
You've got a real gift, my friend. This is beautiful. And first off, that's beautiful artwork. I'd buy a tote bag with that on it.
It's a watercolor.
As opposed to this map of Washington thing.
Yeah.
And again, no disrespect to the artist involved, but how does that say ferry boat to you? I get it that it accentuates.
There's no ferry boat on it.
It accentuates all the wonders that is Washington State. Wine country's on there, right? There's some boots from out the Eastern Washington way. It's country out there, you know?
Yeah.
There's cherries on there. There's skiing on there. I get it. It's beautiful. It doesn't say ferry to me.
Doesn't say ferry?
Doesn't say ferry boats to me.
Yeah. I think they missed a huge opportunity.
Oh. You know, if you want
they can have those free charge, by the way.
Yeah.
That's my donation to the Washington State Ferry System because I want them to run well.
I would love to be in a think tank with the people who put these ideas together.
It's not much of a tank.
It's a kiddie pool.
Yeah.
It's an inflatable kiddie pool.
You and I can solve so many problems. Luke Ducey said this last segment. He was right. If you and I put our brain trust together and we became two halves of one brain,
a consulting firm,
and we made all the decisions for how you run the city of Seattle. We could do it.
Hey, but why stop at Seattle's borders? Now we're crossing the Sound, right?
We're international.
We are reaching. We're going into international waters. Sure.
Why not?
Right.
We could do it. We can make more money for them. I'd buy that merch any day of the week. If you guys have suggestions, you can come up with some on AI. Send them to us. We'll look at them.
Is that like a little paper toy boat too in the collectible? I mean, Laura, you had that picture up there. I'm looking at this picture.
Good luck putting that in water,
right?
Don't you see what happens with paper gets in water?
I mean,
Washington State Ferry System.
I get the whole planned obsolescence. You wouldn't have to buy the kid the same toy every time he gets near the boat. You know,
that's one of their green climate initiatives.
I guess.
Let's make the boats out of paper.
How about
Starbucks
wood?
tried that with straws?
How about wood? How about a wooden boat? A little wooden ferry boat that lasts. Kid can take it in the tub. It's not made of plastic.
It's not going to break
immediately.
It's made
of Washington
Actually,
wood.
this is appropriate. This will break immediately.
Right. Planned obsolescence.
There you go.
Every time he shows up, what happened to the last boat I gave you? It disintegrated, Dad. It's made of paper. What'd you think was going to happen?
It's out of service, Dad. They're going to teach kids. They're learning them early.
Oh, that's
so that
what
by the time that you're an adult,
you know, you're right.
You've just got it in your head.
They're
just not going to work. So when you have to driving and stuck in traffic, you're just comfortable with it.
That's some psyops stuff right there.
Yeah, that's planting a
seed.
Know,
you give a kid a paper boat that's going to disintegrate in water that he can't count on. Next time he goes to the ferry, he's going to know.
Yep.
That delay, that's just what happens.
That's what happens to these boats. Wow. And they'll feel like it's a game. And they'll love it.
That's some four-dimensional chess.
Touche, Washington State Ferries.
Well played.
Touche.